As if her tanking ratings weren't enough to worry about, now Rachel Maddow is being forced to defend her fake news obsession over the whole Russian collusion farce in court. She's being sued for $10 million for defaming the conservative news outlet One America News, and you won't believe her defense. It's going to make your day. Greetings, everyone. It's so wonderful to have you all here. I look forward to this time each and every day to be with you. If you're brand new to this channel, we post 2 videos a day analyzing current events and some super awesome conservative trends are going to pump you up for 2020. You can live in the present in light of even better things to come. So make sure to smack that bell and subscribe button. It's going to be an absolute privilege to have you as a regular part of this channel where you can enjoy every video celebrating the fall of globalism and the inevitable rise of conservatism. But let me ask you a question. Do you really believe a new conservative age is rising like we celebrate every day on this channel? And if not, what is the biggest thing holding you back to believing that? Because if you're like me, I found myself in the same spot. I was completely cynical, skeptical about anything good happening in the future for conservatives. But that all changed about a decade ago. Now, I've dedicated myself to helping others on that journey to overcome being cynical about the future. I want to help you believe. That's what I'm dedicating my life to here. So ask yourself, if you are a cynical conservative, are you open to changing your mindset? Because my book, The Return of Christendom, gives you a proven path on overcoming that conservative cynicism. And we're giving it at a discount price, a ridiculously discounted price. So don't wait. Click on the link below and get this book at a super discount today. And let's start off the new year with confidence that a new conservative age is indeed rising. All right, let's dive in here. The Western Journal is reporting that Rachel Maddow is indeed being sued for defamation by One American News, a conservative news outlet, one that President Trump has lauded and retweeted and the like. And what apparently happened was that the Daily Beast, a left-wing website, reported that one America's reporters had previously worked with the Russian news outlet Sputnik. And this was back in July, the report. And they ran a report that said Trump's new favorite channel employs Kremlin-paid journalists, all right? Well, fair enough, whatever. But Maddow wasn't satisfied with that. She got on her show and she went so far as to say, and these are her words, quote, "We literally learned today that outlet the president is promoting shares staff with the Kremlin." Okay, so now apparently hiring a journalist, one, who's worked for a Russian news outlet now makes you a Russian disinformation outlet, okay? We literally learned today that outlet that president is promoting shares staff with the Kremlin. She went on, the most pro-Trump news outlet in America really literally is paid Russian propaganda. So God bless them. The network turned around and sued her for defamation. They rightly noted that there was not a shred of evidence to back up that inflammatory accusation. Even the Daily Beast article didn't go that far as to accuse One America being a Russian propaganda disseminator. So One America is sued Rachel Maddow for defamation. Now, as promised, you won't believe Maddow's defense, okay? This defense does not symbolize the whole of her Russian collusion obsession. I don't know what does. Okay, you ready for this? When I said literally, I didn't mean literally. This is what the Western Journal is reporting her lawyers are saying. Ms. Maddow was simply using hyperbole. A vivid hyperbolic turn of phrase when she accused One America of being, quote, literally paid Russian propaganda. That was just a vivid hyperbolic turn of phrase. And by the way, you'll also notice, where are the fact checkers in all of this when Rachel Maddow spews this stuff? Have you noticed fact checkers, online fact checkers, only show up to check on conservatives, right? Right-wingers? Left-wingers seem to be able to say whatever they want, apparently. But the court was able to find their own fact-checker because a linguistic professor from the University of California at Santa Barbara testified in court that argument that Maddow's giving doesn't hold water. The professor noted a long analysis of Maddow's on-air speech patterns and found that when she uses the term literally, she always means in fact. It is most certainly the case that, right? And therefore, her claim that her accusation was just an opinion doesn't hold water. No one who is privy to her speech patterns would have interpreted what she said as simply a matter of opinion. So I don't know how she's going to squirm out of this one. Now, what's going on here is part of a larger trend of conservatives actually suing the mainstream media, the Marxist media. We actually did a video on this trend not too long ago. You can check it out by clicking on the link above there, and I'll also link it down below for you as well for your reference. But given how left-wing, how utterly globalist and progressive our corporatist globalist media is, it's no surprise that conservatives are very excited now to see a number of high-profile cases where Americans are rising up and suing the mainstream media for its fake news coverage. And so what we did in that video is we looked at 3 major cases going on right now as we speak. The Covington Catholic school kids, particularly Nick Sandmann, who's suing several media outlets, most especially CNN, for hundreds of millions of dollars. Former Alaska Governor Sarah Palin is suing the New York Times for defamation. White House official Kash Patel is suing Politico for $25 million in a libel suit. And most recently, you probably heard that Representative Devin Nunes is slapping a $435 million defamation lawsuit on CNN for spreading defamatory accusations about him meeting with a Ukrainian prosecutor. And what we need to note here is that if these turn out to be successful, if these lawsuits against the fake news media end up winning, I mean, gang, this may just be the beginning here. I mean, I think one of the things that we're seeing here is a willingness among conservatives finally to fight back. Of course, we have President Trump as our role model in all this, but I think the days of conservatives just sort of, sitting back, learning to live with a liberal media, I think those days are over. I think we've reached critical mass here. And I think conservatives are being bolstered by the rise of right-wing media to say, enough of this charade, enough of these left-wing activists disguised as journalists. And they're finally getting called out. People are canceling their cable, which everyone should be doing, right? That people are canceling their cable, they're canceling their CNN, they're boycotting advertisers who prop up left-wing media, the combination of which is forcing media outlets like CNN and the Huffington Post and Vice and BuzzFeed and others to lay off more workers this year alone than the last 4 or 5 years combined. They're calling out the left-wing mainstream media for being fake news, and now they're starting to sue various mainstream media outlets. And this will hopefully have the effect of at least humbling them after we hurt their bank accounts. So, of course, we're going to keep our eyes on how things develop here in the whole Rachel Maddow defamation case, but it's very promising indeed to see so many prominent lawsuits taking place and taking the Marxist media to task. Now, speaking of the Marxist media, I mentioned that CNN, Huffington Post, BuzzFeed, Vice, they're all having to lay off a record number of workers. We did a video on that and how bad things really are over there. I think you're absolutely going to love it. So make sure to click on the link at the top left of the video, and I'll see you over there. God bless.